Hey guys, it's Jake with the Buckeye Bushcraft channel, back here again with another video. What we're going to do today is a solo overnight and kind of a low profile camp, so stay with me. So what I'm thinking, I've got a tree right here, sugar maple, and I've got another maple right here, kind of across this trail a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and make camp right here. Okay, so what I'm thinking we do is we do a A-frame with a military poncho. I've got a sleeping pad I'm going to be sleeping on, and then I've got a whoopee with me. Like I said, I brought a shovel with me. This is the Cold Steel Special Forces shovel. I'm going to be using it to kind of clear out camp a little bit and then set up the shelter. Okay, so a little bit of a change of plans. The two trees that we were going to use for the A-frame were too far apart, and whenever I would set up the shelter, my ridge line would sag way down. Didn't matter how much I tightened it, so we just went ahead and went with the plow point. Now, the middle of the shelter is sagging just a little bit. It's not really too much to worry about. If I wanted to, I could put a stick in the middle of this to make it, give it more room in the shelter. And then I can also stake it out and tie this up, but like I said, there's really no need to. There's plenty of room for me in here. With the Dakota fire pit, I could put it right here or out here. I don't need a fire tonight. It's plenty freaking warm out here. I just mainly need it to cook. That's about it. As you can see, it's super humid out here right now, hot with how much I'm sweating. So we're gonna go ahead and get our bed made and set up in here and then build the Dakota fire pit. Nice and comfy. Okay guys, so what we're going to do now, we're going to dig a Dakota fire hole. So the premise of this is we're going to dig a hole about 12 inches deep, 12 to 16 inches, something like that. And then we're going to come right beside of it and dig another hole the same depth, and we're going to make a tunnel between those two holes. So it's going to be sucking air through one hole and pushing fire, basically, you're pushing air up out of the other hole, which is going to create almost a smokeless fire. But you have to remember, whenever you're burning wet materials, there's still going to be smoke no matter what, because that moisture has to burn off somehow. It's not a complete stealth fire, but it is more of a low profile type fire. Okay, so as you can see, we've got this Dakota fire pit built. We've got a bigger hole here, right around, I don't know, foot to 14 inches deep. We've got another hole here that's the same depth. And we dug a channel from this hole to this hole. So what's going to happen is air is going to be pulled through here and pulled through this hole and pushed out the top here, giving us a fairly smokeless fire. Like I said, it's not 100% smokeless like people think, but this is a really nice fire to cook on, especially if you're going to be using a shovel to cook on it. Okay, so to start a fire, we've got a bundle of tulip poplar bark, and then we've got a Strike Force ferrocerium rod. This is a ferrocerium rod that has its own housing case, and it has its own carbide striker inside of the case. I've got duct tape wrapped around it, which can be used to start a fire, and also some wet fire in the back housing case here that is made to house waterproof tinder. Okay, so this Dakota fire pit's doing what we want it to do. It's sucking air through here. You might be able to hear it in the camera. It's going like that. Almost sounds like an AC unit, but it's sucking air through here and pushing it right out the top. And that right there is how you cook a perfectly good sunny side up egg on a shovel. This is my dinner for the night. I have 2 eggs that I'm making, and then I've got a little bit of jerky. I've been trying to lose some weight, so no junk food for me, no freeze-dried meals, nothing like that. Whew, that's hot. Yolk is still a little bit runny. It's good. It's just really freaking hot. Yeah. Whew. Okay guys, so we've got a plow point shelter going on here. What's nice about this is I've got, when I'm ready to go to bed, I've got this flap here with a piece of paracord on one loop. All I gotta do is bring it over here to my stake, stake it out, and then I'm good to go. But for talking to you guys, just leave it unstaked. So, sorry if this video is not super professional right now. This is kind of an on-the-fly thing. I plan on posting 1 to 2 overnighters per week. So, pretty much doing full-time YouTube. I've got some more equipment coming in that's going to make it a little bit more professional. Like I said, this was kind of on the fly. I wanted kind of a low-profile camp. The A-frame didn't really work because it was too long of a stretch for the ridge line between this tree and then the tree that's over there. Like I said, we're going to be doing 1 to 2 overnighters a week. They will be posted on Wednesdays and Sundays. That's pretty much my schedule that I have right now. We dug a Dakota fire pit for dinner. We cooked 2 eggs on our shovel. And then I am sleeping on a Climate, this is a Static V Recon sleeping mat. So I've slept on this mat multiple times. It's a really comfy mat. And one thing I don't want you guys to get mixed up with is that this is not supposed to be a super comfortable camp. This is a on-the-fly, down-and-dirty camp. Anytime you dig a Dakota fire pit, especially when it's been raining all day, like it has today, you're going to get muddy. So muddy, sweaty, uncomfortable, dirty. It's good to get out of your comfort zone. And obviously for shelter, you want something you can sleep on, under, and in. Some sort of insulation, a loft, something like that. So like I said, sleeping pad. On the bottom, I have a grabber emergency blanket just to keep holes from getting poked in this sleeping pad. Military poncho, and then I've got a poncho liner in my bag that I'm going to be using to cover me up. I'm not going to keep the fire going all night because it's just too hot and humid to keep that thing going all night. See, overall, it was a pretty successful day. Like I said, sorry if the camera work is not super duper professional. This was kind of an on-the-fly thing. It was hurrying the whole time. Just wanted to get this camp set up and enjoy and relax for the rest of the night. Spend the night out here and kind of test out some new stuff that I'm using, like that shovel. As you can see in the video, I actually had to burn the paint off of it before I can even cook on it. So that took about an hour, hour and a half to actually burn that paint off the shovel. Basically take it down to the creek that's down here behind me, rub it up and down in the sand, and then you're good to go. Probably right around 8:30ish, something like that. Getting close to my bedtime at least. Like I said, not keeping the fire going all night. We are supposed to get some rain tonight. I'll have no problems with that staying dry. Alright guys, so I'm going to get my poncho liner out of my bag and pull this flap over, shut it down for the night, and I will see you guys in the morning. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, just to show you that everything doesn't always go according to plan whenever you're filming. So I woke up about 5-6 minutes ago. Was going to get the scene of me, or the clip of me waking up like everyone else does in their overnight videos. I'm camped right by a creek, so just because it was easier for me to get water. And I've been getting up on this bank right here using this tree, kind of leverage myself up, and well, I'll show you just a second. My foot slipped off right here and my leg got absolutely soaked. So there's really no point in shooting a waking up scene, I guess you could say. Okay guys, like I said, not everything always goes according to plan. I woke up about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, something like that. I'm not a morning person at all. I think I've said that in another video. But yeah, slept pretty good last night. It ended up raining right around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Actually, thunderstorm pretty good. No problems with the shelter at all. I'll show you the inside of it. But yeah, I was going to get the opening scene of me waking up, things like that. And I came down here to set the camera up because this is really the best angle into the shelter. And my leg goes right into the freaking water. Yeah, like I said, slept really well. It wasn't really supposed to be a comfortable overnighter. Ask anybody that knows me though, they'll tell you that I can literally sleep anywhere with no problems, no questions asked. I can almost fall asleep on command, it seems like. So I actually slept pretty well. A couple tips or tricks that I'll give you. If you're sleeping like this in the summertime and you are sleeping on the ground, especially in the high grassy areas where the seed ticks are real bad, when you sleep with your boots on. Don't ever take your boots off. The seed ticks, they'll actually get on your bottom of your feet and on the top of your feet and just go to town. I leave my boots on. I just loosen the laces a little bit. But if your feet aren't wet, sleep with your boots on. I always also too try to sleep with a hat on. I try to keep my hat on when I sleep because it keeps ticks from getting out of my hair, things like that. It could be a mess later on. Whenever you get home, packing all your stuff, getting everything put away, get a shower, things like that. It'll just save you a lot of time from having to pick ticks out of your hair. So yeah, as you can see, I am soaked now, which is all right. So yeah, one of the reasons I hate summer so much, number one is because of the bugs, and I get absolutely ate up. Number two is the freaking humidity. It kind of sucks. As you can see, this is what I slept on last night. It did pretty good. It's a little damp right now because probably from the sweat drying. My mat is a little bit damp. That's for me though, because probably sweating until 12 p.m. last night. I will say this, what was nice about camping next to a creek is that we're really close to one. It was right before I went to bed, after I'd done everything for the night, checked over the film, made sure everything was good. I could wash my hands off and my arms off where they were so muddy in the creek, which was nice because there's a nice deep pool right here. So I was just able to get down there and kind of wipe myself off and get myself a little bit more clean before bed. Everything worked out pretty good. I did not use my pack as my pillow last night. I just used my schmog as a band-aid, or I just used my schmog for a pillow. I'm not a morning person, so the words aren't there yet. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything packed up. It's a good night. Okay guys, so another successful overnighter. I've got camp all packed up. Like I said, I absolutely hate camping in the summertime just because I do get ate up so bad with ticks, mosquitoes, things like that, which is pretty normal. Unless you smoke tobacco, typically they're going to eat you up. Yeah, pretty successful overnighter. Like I said, it was kind of an on-the-fly thing, but we got it done. And hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, it's not the most professional, obviously, because it was an on-the-fly thing. Be on the lookout for Wednesdays and Sundays. That's when I'm going to be posting my overnighters. I'm sure there will be times when I absolutely cannot post on one of those days for whatever reasons. I'm too busy, out of town, whatever. If I cannot post on those days, I will post on my community page that I cannot. But like I said, be on the lookout for Sundays and Wednesdays. My goal is to put more quality content out than everyone else is doing in this, I guess you could call it, field. Most people, when they post overnighters, they post it once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'm going to post 2 a week. So it's going to give you guys more quality content of what people want to see. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see, I mess that up sometimes. Follow me on Instagram at Buckeye_Bushcraft. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.